taking a look at a kind of music that's been around for 15 years, been danced to and enjoyed by hundreds of thousands of people, and yet has never really made it in a big way. I first tried to dance to reggae when I was a Fulham mod back in 1963, and blue beat records were what you collected. So in the next half hour, we'll be tracing the history of reggae, the different styles, its stars and its dances. I hope I'll end up being able to do a few without being too rusty. And in the London Weekend Show studio are writer Carl Gayle, DJ Steve Barnard, record executive Junior Lincoln, and to provide the music, Fat Man and his amazing sound system. We'll be trying to answer the question, will 1976 be the year that reggae finally makes the British charts in a big way? The record companies certainly hope the answer's yes. Last year, Bob Marley and the Wailers packed the Lyceum for 2 sensational concerts, and encouraged by their success, companies like Ireland are promoting reggae sounds heavily and bringing over from Jamaica heroes like Toots and the Maytals.
Reggae is an invigorating music. Although it's mainly been the smoother romantic songs that have found their way into the top 10 in England, reggae runs through a whole lot of emotions. On the one hand, drama like this. On the other hand, the comedy of Count Prince Miller and his near-legendary Mule Train. It is a mixture of black music stars from all over the world, Southern American rhythm and blues, Caribbean calypso, mento and a Jamaican folk music, and not forgetting African drum rhythms. The overriding influence, however, is that of its home, Kingston, Jamaica, where music has always played an important part in life, from the street bands which made musical instruments out of whatever they could lay their hands on, to the ever-present music of the radio stations. The early 50s saw an enormous growth in population of Kingston as the countrymen were lured to the city by a promise of high wages and luxury living. They soon became disillusioned. City life for many meant scraping and living in the poor areas and shanty towns with high unemployment and really terrible conditions. The young people in these areas became known as rude boys or rudies, expert hustlers with a taste for drinking red stripe beer and listening to loud music. In the 50s, they saw the music was rhythm and blues and boogie woogie imported from the States, with artists such as Fats Domino going down a bomb. But in the late 50s, when the white rock and roll craze swept America, it didn't catch on in Jamaica. As the flow of imported R&B records dried up, the gap was filled by a new sound created in Kingston itself, known at the time as ska or blue beat. It marked the beginning of Jamaican music. Initially, ska lyrics were just as romantic as the American songs they replaced, but as the music took on a more specific Jamaican identity, they spoke with more and more realism about the social conditions from which ska sprang. Conditions vividly portrayed in Jamaica's first feature film, The Harder They Come.